Afternoon, everybody. We are here with you August 23rd, 2020. Great to be on. We are excited to welcome Sam Baker to the show today. Welcome Sam Baker back to the show. And if you're coming onto the stream through Sam's page, he is definitely here with us, and we are excited to bring him on the screen in a bit to play for you. And today we thought we would take questions as well, have a little bit of a dialogue as we go through the afternoon together. We're here in Nashville, Tennessee, in my writing room upstairs in my condominium in sunny Green Hills, where we're experiencing a mild summer. And I'm keeping my eyes on the Weather Channel, because there's two hurricanes formed in the Gulf of Mexico, and they're both headed straight for my mama, who lives outside of Houma, Louisiana. And so we're watching closely as it looks like Louisiana is in store for a delicate couple of days here with two hurricanes in the Gulf. I keep my eyes on it, Mom. If you're out there, we're watching for you. And I know that my brother Michael is down there, and we'll make sure you're fully tended to as the storms progress and move their way towards South Louisiana. Jamie, how are you today?
I'm doing okay. I actually feel great today. I've been kind of down the past few days, but I've been spending a lot of time writing postcards to remind people who have received voter registration packets to return those packets, or to go to register2vote.org to register to vote. And I've also been writing on behalf of some particular Democratic candidates in Texas. So that's been good.
She's been sitting and writing so many postcards, inspiring people to follow up on their voting packets to actually vote, that she is now experiencing the need for Band-Aids on her fingers.
I'm taking it very seriously.
She is a very serious postcard writer. We're thinking about maybe even doing a Rock the Vote kind of show, gathering a bunch of our friends here in Nashville and figuring something up just to inspire people, particularly young people here in the States, to vote. And so that's something that's on our mind. I tell you what else is on my mind: eggplant. My eggplant have been so beautiful. I was bragging about my okra last week. Well, I got to tell you, the eggplant are coming in absolutely gorgeous in our backyard. And I'm making eggplant spaghetti. Now, I'm from South Louisiana, and this is definitely a thing. Making homemade tomato sauce. All you got to do is take sweet onion, some garlic, saute it in some olive oil until it's not too brown. Take a bunch of tomatoes and parboil them to get the skin off. Peel off the skin after you dunk them in some boiling water. Puree them in a food processor. Pour that whole pureed pile of homegrown tomatoes into the onions and garlic that have been sauteed. Go snip some basil out of the backyard. Let that simmer for 2 hours. Put that basil in. And those jalapenos we've been talking about, once they go red on the bush back there, cut them up small, throw them into the sauce. And you got eggplant back there too. So I'm bringing it in, peeling it, cubing it, putting it in the oven, roasting it 450 with salt, peppers, and olive oil, throwing that into the sauce and letting it all cook down, putting that over pasta with freshly grated Parmesan cheese. It's really good.
It's really good.
It's really good. It makes me think of South Louisiana. So one more thing before we start playing songs, and I thought I would say two words: pontoon boat.
Yeah.
I am neither a gardener or a boat captain, but this has been the summer of doing new things. So last week, one day, with our dear friends Gretchen Peters and Barry Walsh as boat riders, we went to Nashville shores and rented a old fogey pontoon boat, which Jamie characterized as a living room on the water. It's pretty much a big fat couch that floats.
It reminds me of when I had a Grand Marquis.
Yeah, it's like a Grand Marquis.
Similar comfort, but on the water.
Yeah, a Grand Marquis floats.
And got better gas mileage.
Yeah.
The boat did than my car.
Yeah, and so we took the pontoon boat to Ashland City on the Cumberland River. And we went slow and easy, and it was beautiful. Some blue herons were along the shore, really beautiful birds. There was nobody on the river. We encountered a grand total of 4 hours on the water, one vehicle, a Coast Guard barge who blew the horn at us and gave a friendly wave. And what a nice day on the water. My parking skills are minimal. That's a big, wide, very large boat. I did not crash the boat into the dock, which was my ultimate fear, but I did have to go back and forth a little bit. But I did a good job getting gas, right?
It was incredible.
Right? Yeah.
I wish we had video of it, actually.
Yeah, it was perfect. The gas was perfect. The parking was...
Yeah. Well, and Gretchen knew some nautical knots. So she very quickly taught Barry and I
nautical knots.
Yeah. So that we could tie the boat up.
Yeah. So I don't know. We're trying new things and making the most of this time with outside stuff. And we're trying to get on the water and swim and be outside as much as we can. Just trying to take advantage of this what's left of the summer here in Nashville, Tennessee. So I'm going to start today's show with the song I wrote with the truck driver, Long Haul Paul. If you're out there, hello, Paul. Hello, Denise. I wrote this with Paul at the beginning of the pandemic. And Darden Smith, our friend and co-founder of Songwriting with Soldiers, was also a co-writer. We wrote this song on Zoom a couple months ago. And I think we'll start with this one. It's called Truckers and Troubadours. We got to talking about what truckers and troubadours have in common. It turns out we have a whole lot in common. It goes like this. Truckers and troubadours, black coffee and metaphor, steering wheels, late nights and songs. Wake up in the morning, we're gone. On the stage, on the road, pack it up, pull the load. Thousands of miles left to do, always just passing through. Truckers and troubadours, our other half walking the floor. Can't wait to make it back home, counting the days till we're gone. Gear jammers, rhymers, not made for these timers, in love with the strange and the new, always just passing through. Interstate headlights and stars in our eyes, packing our bags as we must. Sometimes it's heaven, sometimes it's hell, slaves to the old wanderlust. Wanderlust. Truckers and troubadours, trying hard not to keep score. White lines, rear view towns, too late to turn back now. Dashboards and dials, getting paid by the miles, missing old friends we knew, always just passing through. Truckers and troubadours, truckers and troubadours. Yeah, I think that's a keeper.
That's my mom's favorite.
Oh, Meredith likes that one?
Carla Faye and also Truckers and Troubadours.
Oh, I hope Meredith's out there. Hi, Meredith, if you're out there. Say hey to Andy Washington, tour manager to the Stars, and he also works with us. Good to see your name, Andy. Good to have everybody with us. Want to welcome folks from Sam Baker's page who have jumped onto the stream. Good to have you with us today. Michaela Gauthier is here, and we're going to bring them in a little bit. We're going to play another song or two first. And I want to thank Ear Trumpet Labs right here at the top of the hour to just to let you know that this microphone here is called a Myrtle, and it's made by Ear Trumpet Labs. They make these beautiful, I call them bluegrass mics because you stand away from it and hopefully are able to get the right balance, voice, guitar. Jamie and I here are kind of still figuring that out. I keep going this way and banging into her, and I'm not a bluegrass musician by any means, and I have a lot to learn about mic positioning as someone who's been singing lips to the mic for 30 years. This is a really different experience, learning how to do it this way. But Ear Trumpet Labs has been good to us, and if you're looking for great sound on your live stream, we can recommend them with enthusiasm. So let's play another. Speaking of Gretchen Peters and Barry Walsh, I wrote this with Gretchen a whole bunch of years ago. We were fortunate enough for this song to make its way to the Nashville television show, which was a 5-year thing that happened here in town. They filmed it, and it went along for about 5 years, going on 6, and getting the song into the show was a wonderful thing for me, and this is the one they chose, and a young man named Jonathan Jackson sang it beautifully and made the song somewhat more visible.
I saw a wonderful young woman playing this on Instagram not that long ago.
Oh, really?
If you look up the hashtag, how you learn to live alone, there's a young woman that plays a cover of this, and it's just so sweet and so beautiful. I'll have to, maybe on the break I can find her Instagram name, but I just thought it was really touching.
That would be cool. Yeah. See, this is the upside of getting a song on television. People actually hear it, and in large numbers, and young people can then learn the chords and play it. So, thank you for putting this song on to the TV. It's called How You Learn to Live Alone. I actually got to be on the Nashville show during they did this sort of Grand Ole Opry segment, which was a fake television Grand Ole Opry, but they did it at the real Grand Ole Opry. And they honored the songwriters by inviting us to be in the audience while the star sang the song that we wrote. And so for almost nearly 2, maybe even 3 seconds, my face was on TV, national and international TV there. And my nieces and nephews saw that, and, it solidified me as the cool aunt. Gretchen Peters and I wrote this a bunch of years ago. First you fall, then you fly, and you believe you belong up in the sky. Flap your arms as you run. Every revolution brings you closer to the sun. You fall asleep in motion in uncharted hemispheres. Wake up with the stars falling down around your ears. When they hit the ground, they're nothing but stones. That's how you learn to live alone. That's how you learn to live alone. Bit by bit, you slip away, and you lose yourself in pieces in the things you do not say. You're not here, but you're still there. And the sun goes up, the sun goes down. You're not sure you care. You live inside the false till you don't recognize the truth. People send you pictures and you can't believe it's you. It's been years since your house has felt like home. It's how you learn to live alone. It's how you learn to live alone. Don't feel right, but it's not wrong. It's just hard to start again this far along. Brick by brick, the letting go as you walk away from everything you know. You release resistance, you lean into the wind. The roof begins to crumble and the rain comes pouring in. You sit there in the rubble till the rubble feels like home. That's how you learn to live alone. That's how you learn to live alone. One more time. Nice playing there. Nice picking, Jamie Harris.
I haven't done that song in like a million years. I love that song.
It flew by pretty fast, but somebody was asking for the chords, and they're very simple. It's G, D, E minor, C, round and round. G, D, E minor, C, and that's all there is to it. Nothing hard in there except having to live through that stuff
in order to write it.
The hard part was living it. The rest came easy.
Didn't we have someone that put that on a quarantine playlist, and it was like quarantine playlist, and the only song on the playlist was that song? So the idea was just to play it over and over again during the quarantine.
I don't know how a song so sad can make me feel so good. It's alchemy. I don't know why, but sad songs make me happy, and that's Gretchen's got a bunch of T-shirts that say that very thing. Somehow I feel uplift in singing the blues, and if you're on this stream with me and Sam Baker, you feel the same way, or else you got lost somewhere cruising around the internets. We find joy in sorrow here on Sam and Mary Streamy and Jamie and Michaela. Anyway, we should bring Sam in because he's in the green room and I can't wait to talk to him. So let's get Sam onto the screen. Hi.
I love you guys so much.
We love you too. How is things? You're in West Texas.
I'm in West Texas, and I was just going to say, we also find sorrow and joy.
We do. Isn't that something?
Isn't that something? And the one more thing, Mary, when you make the Coast Guard boat horn song, I think that's one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard.
When he blew the horn, Gretchen levitated a slight bit.
I know that, but when
she felt
it is the best boat horn I've ever heard.
It is a ooga.
That's right. That's what you do.
But he was up there. I saw him. He was waving and smiling. It was not a pull over and give me your drugs kind of horn. We were old people in a pontoon boat. Can you believe it? Here we are, old people in pontoon boats.
Right, and your mind goes directly to, he did not stop us to go.
We are not under arrest.
We are not under arrest. See, my brain did not go there. Hey, I want to say, Holly Paul sent something in. You, Mary, and Jamie, we did that show at Hippie Jack's with Jack and Mississippi and everybody. And they sure are doing good work down there.
They've been doing good work for decades.
For decades. So, Holly, thanks for sending that in. I can't wait for us to all go back and help Jack and Mississippi do their good work.
Yeah, hoping for some kind of instant test here in the States because we're in so much trouble with COVID. If we can get some instant testing, maybe we can even go do the fundraiser like we do every year for Christmas over down there at Hippie Jack's, where they raise money for people who live up in those hills and mountains in East Tennessee. There's such Appalachia desperation and poverty like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, Jack fills those school buses up with canned goods and diapers and drives them up those switchback roads into the hills and the valleys and those places that are so remote that I am not familiar with.
It looks like you're driving back in time to the Great Depression.
Yeah,
people living in such desperation, you can't even conceptualize what it must. I mean, some of them don't even have water. It's incredible how it gets up there in those hills, and Hippie Jack has been helping those folks for a really long time, and it's been our great pleasure to help them over the years doing shows at his beautiful venue out there outside of Cookeville, Tennessee. So yeah, good to see.
Well, it's good to see you both. You brighten my life so much.
And you ours. I see some paintings behind you. I don't know if everyone knows this, but in addition to being an unbelievably gifted songwriter, Sam Baker is a wonderful, wonderful painter. Have you been painting a lot since COVID?
You are so kind. Yeah, these are mostly COVID paintings, but really in our sound check yesterday, you said the lights were so bright and I don't have curtains. So I got these paintings and I took a DeWalt screw gun and I screwed them into the wall because they serve just as good as what we call wall coverings as they do as paintings.
Oh my God, you made me have a memory. I once visited the village outside of Paris where Van Gogh took his own life, and Arles is the name of the village. And you go to the different places that he painted, the cafe of Starry Starry, the cathedral, those spots that are made famous from his paintings. And somewhere in that walk, you get told that Van Gogh's paintings were so undesired that some were used as chicken run doors. They hung them so chickens can come in and out of a coop. A Van Gogh painting. That broke my heart.
Well, Mary, service comes in all kinds of fashions, and these paintings right here. If chickens need to come in and out of these windows, they will serve for that too.
just,
They will just like Van Gogh's.
Actually, Sam, your paintings are gorgeous. Have you ever put them on your website to sell to people who are interested?
Not much. I had a big show in Santa Fe at the World Gallery off, and we did real well, and it was real beautiful, and I had established a really lovely group of people that were buying art. And then Mary, I got back into, like the three of us do, and Michaela, I got back into our touring world and our show life and flying all over the place and pulling all those musical levers that as we all know, you pull those levers and sometimes not a lot happens. And that's what I've been doing. And this, one of the gifts of this plague is I have gotten back into the canvas and the paints. And really, as you can see, and as Vincent and I do, our paintings are both functional and beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Well, as a fan of your paintings, and also as an entrepreneur at heart, I would love to see you post 10 of your paintings on your website, just in your store with a iPhone photo, the dimensions of the painting, name a price, so that we can buy them, because I think they're really beautiful, Sam. They're beautiful.
You're very kind. The wolf in the middle comes from the dream. I went through a whole series of dream states when I got in a bad accident down in South America, and that comes from the dream states. It's a combination of the ancestors, and it's a piece called "Come the Wolf." But the other one on the left is from the Waiting series, which is the COVID series, and I've done a whole series of waiting figures. They're very still figures, and there's always a sort of a source point of something, and then waiting, and there's no conclusion to any of it, which is kind of how I see this plague or this pandemic right now. Is we're all waiting, but the brighter side of waiting is that I am painting now, and all those levers that the three of us and Michaela used to pull, I'm not pulling levers really anymore.
Well, they don't exist.
If they don't exist, and well, they do exist, but if we pull them, nothing happens. they're a lot like Tonka toys.
They phantom levers, like
phantom levers. Name of it, so, phantom levers.
You felt it was there. It was there before, but now
it's living with ghosts, as our friend Ellis Paul would say. Yeah. Or Patty would say that.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Well, we have people who would love to hear you play a couple of songs. If you would,
I'm happy to do it.
Hit your button and we'll disappear into the green room.
This tech stuff. Hold, please.
I couldn't do it without Jamie.
Okay, I couldn't do it without Jamie either. Jamie, thank you for doing this. But she was almost out of high school. When she left home, she got a job in an office, and she answered the phone. Her boss was a creep. He would not leave her alone. She had to go. In the middle of that mess, she met a fine young man. They roll into Houston, a Chevrolet van, Louisiana tags, and a beautiful band of gold. They carried each other so long, but they drifted apart, never really went wrong. They just married too young, they both moved along. C'est la vie. She starts every day just fine, and she hears that voice, same place, same time. Her mother's in the mirror with the same old lines to say. She says, you know better, baby, say grace. Don't even try, you can't take your brother's place. Don't even try, don't give me that face anymore. So where does the time go? Now there's gray in her hair. She sits at the dressing table. Her wrought iron chair wears a terry cloth robe with a tear when she is alone. The TV says war in the Holy Land. She looks at the wrinkles on the back of her hand. Rubs her finger where she wore a wedding band. She looks away. Precious Savior, she remembers a hymn, it's a hymn she never liked, and she goes to the gym, goes to work and dinner with a friend, falls asleep with the TV on. Oh, you know better, baby, say grace. Don't even try, you can't take your brother's place. Don't even try, don't give me that face anymore. Say grace, baby, you know how. It's all these years, even now. Stand up, mother, take a bow, 'cause you still make her cry.
Play another one, Sam. That was
Oh, you want me to do another one? Okay,
yeah.
let's do, okay. I am crawling back down in the ditch today. I got a crazy ass wife, got a baby on the way. I'm glad I got work, glad I got pay. Crawling back down in the ditch today. The crew's a bunch of stoners and the boss, he's a shit. Be a miracle if one of us does not get hit by a ton of pipe on a cheap ass chain, swinging around the sky in this pouring ass rain. I'm crawling back down in the ditch today. Got a crazy ass wife, got a baby on the way. Glad I got work, glad I got pay. Crawling back down in the ditch today. My crazy ass wife, she's nutty as her brother, supposed to marry rich, according to her mother, supposed to marry up. Now she's knocked up down by a poor man, wrestling a pipe in the ground. I'm crawling back down in the ditch today. I got a crazy ass wife, got a baby on the way. I'm glad I got work, I'm glad I got pay. Crawling back down in the ditch today. Well, my wife, God bless her, and for what it is worth, she thinks she and Taylor Swift were twins at birth. Yeah, they got separated at birth, earth to wife, wife to earth. I'm crawling back down in the ditch today. I got a crazy ass wife, got a baby on the way. I'm glad I got work, I'm glad I got pay. Crawling back down in the ditch today. I'm crawling back down in the ditch today. I got a crazy ass wife, got a baby on the way. I am glad I got work, glad I got pay. Crawling back down in the ditch today.
Yeah.
I sing that song every day when I go down into my office.
I do that a lot. It's like anytime I don't want to do something, I sing that song and it makes it easier.
I love it.
It's beautiful. Well, Sam, I think we're gonna play a couple of songs and bring Michaela in and come back in with you and talk to folks.
I love the idea of us coming back and just talking, and I would love to hear how Michaela's doing and how things are in Italy, and all kinds of stuff. And your background is very beautiful there. I love all the. Is that a real background, or is that one of those digital backgrounds?
No, it's real.
And those white lights, what are those white lights? They look like stars.
I got them from Beth Nielsen Chapman.
Did you?
They twinkle
Well,
if I hit a button.
She has everything that we need, doesn't she?
Oh man, she's got the love for the world.
And that's what all we need. Okay. See you guys in a little while.
See you in a moment. Was that echo? Just got a little echo because we are having to hit buttons when we talk and different buttons when we play. I wish somebody would develop technology that didn't involve so many buttons, and that way we would never echo.
We keep getting told by StreamYard that it's not a priority. So if you would like to email StreamYard and ask for them to make the disable audio button, we would appreciate your support in the campaign for it to be made into a switch. Thank you.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
I'll write it in the comments.
I don't know what you're talking
All
about.
you need to know is to take the disable audio button, say, I want that to be a switch. That's all you have to say. They know what you're talking about.
They don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, StreamYard will know if you say, never mind. Betty can put it in the comments. She knows. She can explain it better than I can.
Well, the parade of souls marches across the sky. This is for New Orleans. They're heating light bathed in blue as they march by, while the all-stars play when the saints go marching in, until the second line forms. They wave wet hankies in the wind. Satchmo takes his solo and flashes $1 million smile. Lavo promenades with Oscar Wilde. Big funky Stella twirls a little red umbrella to the beat, as the soul parade winds its way down Eternity Street. Souls ain't born, soul don't die. Soul ain't made of earth, ain't made of water, ain't made of sky. Ride the flaming circle, wind the golden red, and roll on, brother, in the wheel inside the well. Mardi Gras Indians dance in the streets at sundown. Spy boy meets spy boy, big chief meets big chief uptown. They circle and sway in rainbow-colored feathers and bees. Well, they prance like peacocks, children of slavery freed. Souls ain't born, soul don't die. Soul ain't made of earth, ain't made of water, ain't made of sky. Ride the flaming circle, wind the golden rail, and roll on, brother, in the wheel inside the whale. Of the crossbones parades into the sun. Yeah, they walk through fire, then they come out beating drum, while the French Quarter queens in high-heeled drag disguise, they sing "Oh, the Rainbow" till Judy Garland quivers and sighs. Souls ain't born, they don't die. Soul ain't made of earth, ain't made of water, ain't made of sky. Ride the flaming circle, wind the golden ring, and roll on, brother, in the wheel inside the whale. Flambeau dancers light the walkway to Lucky Pierre's. They having a party tonight, and all the girls will be there, sipping wormwood concoctions, drinking absinthe, talking trash. Oh, it's a red carpet, black tie, all night celestial bash. Souls ain't born, how could they die? Soul ain't made of earth, ain't made of water, ain't made of ice. Ride the flaming circle, wind the golden reel, roll on, brother, in the wheel inside the whale. I say roll on, brother, in the wheel inside the whale. Roll on, brother, in the wheel inside the wheel. It is very hard not to hit Jamie with my guitar.
I'm sorry.
I am trying so hard not to hurt Jamie Harris with the headstock of my guitar as I get carried away in song. Jamie, you came out safe. I didn't hit you or your guitar. There were some moments of close encounter.
That reminds me, we need to put that second blooper reel together. We have another great blooper reel for anyone who missed the first one.
Yeah,
that involves some collisions.
Yeah, we have bloopers. They send us emails and say, send us a quick video of a song. And 2 hours later, we're still trying to record it and slowly losing our sanity. And those moments of complete insanity, we call them bloopers, insanity bloopers. And it involves quite a bit of profanity. But that is a digression. Let's bring the maestro on. Michele,
Ciao.
Marco.
Ciao. There
Ciao.
is also Marco with me tonight.
Ciao, ciao, ciao. How's things?
What, Mary?
Where are you, my friend?
We are in a, it's really difficult for English-speaking people. We are in Porto Gruaro, outside of Venezia, anyway.
You're near Venice.
Near Venice, yes. And I am happy tonight because I have with me my collaborator, Marco, that you already met. It's 15 years that we are playing together, so it's a long relation. And this is something that brings us joy. We can't play concert, but at least we can do this together. And so we are happy to be together tonight.
I am happy to have you both with us. And I'm wondering, are they doing outside concerts in Italy? Or are they not doing that?
They are doing something, not so many, and with strict rules. So something is happening, but really few concerts.
A little bit.
Actually. And we have now maybe a problem because the figures, the numbers are rising in Italy too. So I don't know about the future because here in Italy it's not crazy the situation now, but in other parts of Europe like Spain, Germany, Croatia that is around us, the figures are really going up. And
yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, I read that in the New York Times this morning. France saw over 4,000 cases yesterday. Yeah. It looks like Europe took a little bit of a vacation and people went on to the beach and to the bars and boom, the virus finds the weakest link and it goes there and it hunts us down. It's smarter than we are. It finds us. It knows. It finds it, and it is impossible to know when this will end. So we just have to be super careful. I think that's the story. I hate seeing it go back up in Italy. I know you've been through so much, and
yes. And I heard you talking with Sam before, and we, Marco and me, were thinking about a Sam Baker song. We are living in a land of doubt right now. We don't know where we go.
I remember you and I listened to Land of Doubt over and over and over again on a tour. I think we were in England, maybe.
Yes. I remember that.
We were in the UK. I was driving on, for me, the wrong side of the road, and
I remember that.
scaring the hell out of you. And we listened to that song over. I think we were in the Lakes region of England. I remember it well. And we listened to this song over and over again. And that's when we both knew that Nielsen Hubbard should be the producer of the Rifles and Rosary Beads record.
Yes,
because of this song is so beautiful, and Nielsen did such a wonderful job producing this Sam Baker song. We fell in love with the song and the production. Land of Doubt. Michaela Gauthier is going to honor our guest Sam Baker by playing one of his songs. Please.
I do that. Okay, the button. And now we played the title track of a Sam Baker album, Land of Doubt, where because we love Sam and we love his songs, and in this song, Sam is singing about crosses and stars. You see what I have on my violin, and we are singing about borders. Where are our borders? We have new borders now, and still we have stars and crosses. crosses and stars. We meet at the border with the beauty in the sky. Sunken city rise in this land of drought. The border is red in this land of doubt. Stars and crosses, crosses and stars. We meet at the border with its beauty and its sky. In the shadow of the cradle, by the altar we say, Our Father who art, our Father we pray. Stars and crosses, crosses and stars. We meet at the border with its beauty and sky. The wise and toes, iron to rust, gold to ash, falcon to dust. Stars and crosses, crosses and stars. 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 Stars and crosses, crosses and stars.
That was awesome, Michaela.
What's that? We are your fans.
Yeah, really.
And this is a great song.
I am deeply honored.
Thank you. We tried our
So
best.
beautiful.
That was
Thank you.
fantastic.
I love your version. I love it so much. Thank you. I am so honored. That is so beautiful. I want you to do my whole catalog now.
Be
I
careful.
have a song in my lifetime. I give everything to you too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marco. Thank you, Maestro.
Thank you.
Thank
very
you,
much.
Sam.
Thank you. Thank you all.
I think maybe we should have a Jamie Harris song.
I think so.
Okay.
Let's
sure,
do that.
that's fine.
Hit
Yeah.
the buttons. Hit the
All
buttons.
right. Let's see. Cool. Thank you. All right. I haven't played this one in a while.
They said that it would come, and the heavens opened up, and the sky began a crying all the rain. Saw it all from Tennessee, wishing you were here with me, wishing I was wrapped up in your arms again. I keep listening to your song. It helps me to carry on in a world I seem to be floating above. You're a million miles from me, but it's quite the part tortured, no such love. Won't you keep me on your mind as we wander through this town, marking off the days with X's and O's? I will do the same, you know, but I ain't that far behind. As you go, won't you keep me on your mind? I can only dream of all the places you have seen, or to fly on the wings of a song. We'll spin our tale around, putting love in every line. We'll be singing here together before long. Won't you keep me on your mind as we wander through this time, marking off the days with X's and O's? I will do the same, you know, but I ain't that far behind. As you go, won't you keep me on your mind? Oh, it's too hard to think on all the days that come between the next time I'll hold your hand in mine. One day you'll greet the dawn, I'll be riding right along, but while you're gone, won't you keep me on your mind? Won't you keep me on your mind as we wander through this time, marking off the days with X's and O's? I will do the same, you know, but I ain't that far behind. As you go, won't you keep me on your mind? I will do the same, you know, but I ain't that far behind. As you go, won't you keep me on your mind? Thanks, Mary.
I love that song.
Thank you.
I do. I think that song is just absolutely beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thanks for singing it.
Thanks.
I think I'll play one and then bring Sam back.
Oh, okay.
I got a brand new song. Speaking of new songs, this coming Saturday, that'll be August 29th, I'm going to be teaching an online class on Zoom. It's called Emotional Honesty and Truth in Songwriting, and the subtitle is How to Detect Your Own Bullshit. I'll be working with songwriters, helping them to move the ball forward in their own understanding of the art form. That's not going to be a large class. It'll be around 20 people. And I'll be happy to take questions and work with songwriters this Saturday, August 29th. Also, I'll be working with songwriters through a platform called Topeka, which is on my website. If you go to the store and drop down, I'll offer 4-packs of one-on-one 1-hour sessions with songwriters. You can sit with me for 4 hours, and I'll work with you on your song if you would like to do that. That is something I am up to while we're in the shutdown, lockdown, or whatever this is, off the road down, downtime down. And I'm really, really enjoying working with songwriters right now. It's one of my great pleasures is teaching. And as Verlin Thompson says, "Hail Mary, I'm not a teacher, I'm an encourager." And isn't that what teaching is all about? Encouragement. Anyway, this is a brand new song I wrote with Ben Glover, and it's a song that I'm going to send out to two friends that we've lost this month, Felix and Mark. This is in your memory, and I'll be thinking of you when I sing this from here on out. May eternity hold you in the hollow of her hand. May a soft wind enfold you as you travel distant lands. May the moon and stars delight you as the daylight dims. Till the morning sun warms your face, till I see you again. May you lay down your struggle beneath a silver sky. May a summer rain inside your dreams whisper lullabies. May there be no more sorrow and no more pain. May you keep inside the stillness of the night till I see you again. May you never be a stranger. May you never feel alone. May you reunite with family and friends. May they walk you home. May love embrace you in a slow dance that never ends. May you rest in gentle arms till I see you again. May you rest in gentle arms till I see you again. We'll bring Sam back and hit a few buttons. Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, I love that so much. And you and Ben did that, right?
Ben Glover and I
Yeah.
finished that this week. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I love him too.
a remembrance for folks. It's a kind of a eulogy and sweet thoughts about the possibility of eternity for our souls in this time of struggle and loss. It's interesting, Sam. I see my work taking a turn in a different direction as I go forward here in this time. How are you seeing? Are you experiencing like a different sort of set of motivations as you work right now?
Um, that a yes and no. So much of what I do is almost comes from like an internal generator, and that internal generator takes it's like I don't know, it's like a dryer. You've got this lint trap. The lint trap is the real world, and sort of the gas heater and the motor are the driver. But I'm getting different lint right now, and that's because the world is so different. I think the waiting, the whole waiting thing is different for me, and I'm trying to sit with the changes in the world, and be aware and of the great suffering in the world, and try to be of service where I can be of service, and be helpful where I can be helpful, and at the same time be able in my small world to try to be positive and helpful in my small world. There's it seems to me that there's a huge wind that blows over us right now, that I'm not really a part of. So I think what I'm trying to do is down here on the planet is try to do a few good things down here, where the rest of us lizards and snails live. I'm pretty close to the ground out here, and it's a lot of thorns. And so if I can avoid the thorns and maybe pick up some roadside litter, it's a pretty good day.
Yeah, Ben, well put, beautifully well put. I look back now after almost 30 years of doing this, and I see a trajectory. I had to personally work through my own pain in my songs, deep trauma and real struggle. I had to articulate it and sing it. I had to inflict listeners with my own personal saga and struggle, and look in their eyes and see that, oh my God, they knew what I was talking about. And a lot of them have been there in their own way. And it seems as though in some strange way, as I approach 60 years of age, I have some peace. I have worked through so much using this art form. Of course, I had to put down drugs and alcohol, get into recovery, stop destroying myself, begin to create myself. And at almost 30 years away from drugs and alcohol, no, more than 30 years and a month of sobriety, I find myself in some kind of peace and able to write, not from such personal pain, although it's still there, but more as an overview. I'm in a different place, and I wonder, like, what's next? I'm excited about the possibilities as I, do the scan of my own being and see that I'm an observer in a way that I never was before, because I'm not so absorbed in my own personal story. I've been freed in a way. I'm having a hard time fully articulating it, but I think you know what I mean, having gone through it yourself.
I do know what you mean. I a lot of my gratitude becomes easier as I've gotten older, because there's I let so many things, the big wind, sometimes I just let it go by. And I'm not such a kite, Mary. There for many years, if there was a big wind, I was like an untied kite that just took off, and I would let myself get carried by whatever emotional wind that was the strongest emotional wind. I just let myself fly. And really, a lot of my gratitude these days comes because I am not unmooring myself and letting myself just take off at any time the wind blows. I sometimes look up and say, oh, the wind is blowing, but I don't have to be a kite today. And that's
exactly what I'm trying to articulate, is that I'm able to observe with some distance.
With some distance. And know what I need to do or have to do or don't have to do. And I don't have to fly away today.
Yeah. it's a beautiful gift to have that sort of grounding, and everything can be, and it is in complete giant turmoil, chaos, and we're living under the largest question mark. There's this giant, massive question mark, and I'm just able to go, oh, a question mark.
Oh, a question mark. Oh, a question mark. Right, right. And my role in the question mark may be really to do a good job washing my coffee cup today. I mean, it may be that I can do more service than that, but maybe not. Maybe if I do a good job sweeping the floor, that's about all I need to do today.
Yeah, like there's just the what's in front of me and at hand today, here, now. It's hard to do any future tripping when you live under a question mark.
Right. And those levers, those phantom levers that we talked about earlier, those don't need to be pulled.
The levers of the music business.
The levers of the music business.
The star maker machinery behind a popular song, as a great poet once said.
As a great poet once said.
Oh gosh, Sam Baker, would you play us a song? Play us.
Of course, I was going to do one song, and I'm going to do another song. I told a friend of mine, Ralph, I would do a song called Signs. And if we have time, I'll do 2 songs. But I want to do a song. Okay, I'll do 2 songs. I'm going to do a spoken piece. Mary, I'm kind of into this spoken word thing. I'm writing differently. For so long, you and I both know how you get into what I would call a very narrow channel. And you write to that narrow channel where everything's got to bang into the right rhythm, and the consonant and vowel arrangement have to hit solid. And I'm not doing that. At least right now. I've got a pal who just left us, and he was out here where I am in West Texas, and he was a fighter pilot in Vietnam. He flew those F-4s, and we were standing out in the winter, and he looked up at the sky, and there was a jet flying over, and it was, 30, 40,000, whatever they fly. And he looked up, and I wrote this little piece for him. It's a spoken piece. It's called A Flash of Silver.
Oh, yeah.
Standing in an overgrazed field, he looked up at the December sky. Hey, let me push the right button. I forget all about the button things. But okay, I've got the buttons pushed. It's called A Flash of Silver. Standing in an overgrazed field, he looked up at the December sky, at an airliner flying west to El Paso or Phoenix or LA, way up high, a speck of silver against deep blue with a widening white wake behind. I wish I was up there, he said. Oh, he's old. He's an old fighter pilot. He flew F-4s in Vietnam, the plane they called the victory of thrust over aerodynamics, the flying brick. When he saw the movie with Tom Cruise as the fighter jock, he said, well, that's all a lie. He said, really, when they launch a surface-to-air missile at you, you want to shit your pants every time. And that's no lie. You want to shit your pants. He looked at the contrail, east to west, then west to east. The airliner flashed silver with all that vapor behind like a comet. The endless blue getting deeper and deeper, the white spreading wider, more see-through, going crooked back to the east. The sun below all that like a yellow and red afterthought, dropping steady into the pasture to the west, overgrown with mesquite and prickly pear and grazed to dirt by the red cattle. I wish I was up there, he said again. Yes, some bright morning when this life is over, I fly away to that land, oh, on God's celestial shore. I fly away. Ooh, I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by. Ooh, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by. Yeah, I'll fly away. Okay, you want me to do one more? I'll do this one for Ralph. I don't know if he's watching or not, but he always likes this, and I quit doing it for years, and I'm going to bring it back. There's one cardboard sign says it's time to pray. One sign says I need booze. One sign says disabled vet, I was not born to lose. One sign says I am no quitter. One sign says hey, you gotta smoke. One sign says I need gas for the lid. One sign says hey, you got a joke. Hey, hey, they're on the corner every day, they're saying, hey, hey, hey. One sign says, I am pregnant. One sign is upside down. One sign says, I lost my husband. One sign says, I lost my crown. One sign says, I love Jesus. One says, the end, it is near. Oh, and one sign just says, please. One says, I will work for beer. Hey, hey, on the corner every day. Hey, hey, on the corner every day. Hey, hey, on the corner every day. They're saying, hey, hey, hey. She's saying, meet me in St. Louis. You can meet me at the fair. But don't tell me the lights, they shine any place but there. Hey, hey, corner every day they're saying, hey, hey, hey. There's one cardboard sign says it's time to pray. One sign says I need booze. One sign says I can't walk no more. One sign says I need shoes. And one says if I had $1, if I had not lost my crown. And one says if I had a horse, you see, I would ride for higher ground. Hey, hey, they on the corner every day. Hey, hey, they on the corner every day. Hey, hey, they on the corner every day. They're saying, hey, Hey, hey.
Beautiful, Sam. Hit your button.
Button hit it.
Great. And I think we'll do a quick commercial and bring you back for a finale. What do you think?
And it would be my great honor if Michaela would help me on this next song, and I'm hoping he will do that. He is a maestro, and I love everything he does. And
So
that's, you know, I don't really do my songs that much, and to hear someone do Doubt, which is a very complex piece, I am deeply grateful and honored in ways that I cannot even express.
truly beautiful and heartfelt. And by the way, that song is incredible.
Thank you. Well, as a side note, you know, the weird sound in it came from this guitar. Nielsen, I recorded it, and Nielsen gave it a slap echo, and this guitar sounds like it does because someone, back when they were drinking, painted the top of it with blue oil paint. And what that does is it kills the sound, so it gets a real flat sound. And that's the downside of it. The upside of it is if you're outside in the rain, it is impermeable. It's like you can put it on your head as if it were a hat.
I guess the other upside is if the airlines destroy it. Although those days may be over.
Mary, I don't think they can destroy it. I think that's one of those things.
It's going to be there with the cockroaches after the apocalypse.
Take over. The cockroaches are going to pick it up and they're going to say, I love the sound of this guitar.
We'll bring you right back, Sam. Okay. Let me just mention that that I do have a few things that we're selling at the store, which is a website, marygauthier.com. One of the things is, of course, the master class on Saturday, August 20th, teaching about a 2-hour Zoom class on emotional truth in song, which is complex because in a song you often have to lie to get to emotional truth, which is, you know, fiction, and fiction is where we look to find truths. So it's a tricky subject matter, and I love teaching it. Please join us August 29th for a masterclass on Zoom. Also, this is called a bundle. It's my life's work, everything I have ever recorded. It's 10 CDs in a box. It comes straight from my house to yours. I include a mask in the bundle now because it is relevant to have a mask. It's a Mercy mask. Is that? Well, I got it upside down. There we go. All right. Mercy mask in the box, in the bundle. Mask, 10 CDs. The entire operation is $50. $50, and we'll get them out to you in the morning. We also, of course, have always the Mercy Now t-shirts from small to XXX. And I've been writing lyrics for folks, handwritten lyrics. If you are interested in a handwritten lyric, I don't know if you can see that. It looks mighty hard to see on my end, but I sit down with a nice piece of paper. If you have a favorite one of my songs, I'll write it out. It makes for a good gift for folks. And Jamie does those as well with her songs. She's writing lyrics as well off of her website. And you can find us there. I also want to just one more time say that I'll be doing one-on-ones with songwriters. We're selling 4-packs through this platform called Topeka. And I'll sit with you for 4 hours, 4 1-hour sessions with your song and try to help you understand some of maybe what's what's getting stuck in the process. Songwriting is a very dense and tricky art form. And we have to do in about 4 minutes what it takes a novelist 600 pages or a filmmaker 2 hours to do. So we have very little room to move. And so I love working with songwriters on the art form. So that said, I would love for Sam to bring us out with Michaela. I'm going to have him play us out. Then I'll come back and say goodbye. Thanks for joining us. The tips will be distributed amongst the musicians that you've seen on the screen today. So they're dispensed to everyone. And thank you so much for your generosity and kindness during these times. We do appreciate that very much. And it is hard times for everyone. If you don't have the money to tip, please don't worry about it. Tips aren't required. Just join us, catch a wind, get some hope. Please don't feel as though you're obligated to have to throw money at us. We're not here for the money. We're here for the connection and the love that we can both receive and give in this new format. So Sam and Michaela, I'm going to put y'all in. Hit your buttons when you come in, and we're going to remove ourselves, and then we'll pop y'all out and us in, and we'll end it with that. So let's see if Jamie can hit these switches here. Again, thank you, Jamie Harris. Without you, this would never in a million years happen. So we appreciate you. And Betty Sue as well. Thank you for helping us with understanding how this works. Your brain is a fundamental part of this broadcast.
And Tammy Lynn Gilmore.
And Tammy Lynn Gilmore. Smart women.
Yes.
All right.
Well, I'd like to say, Betty Sue, I love you so much. I've not seen you it was like 1953. And I miss you so much. Anthony DaCosta, I see you around. It makes me happy that you are still in the world. A lot of you I don't know, but I'm so grateful to see you all. Mary and Jamie, thank you for letting me be involved. Mary, I'm thinking I've got a candle lighted for your mom and for everybody down on the Gulf Coast for those 2 hurricanes. I think the last thing I heard, there were 2 hurricanes coming in and they were meeting, and there's a name for when 2 hurricanes meet, and I can't remember. It's like Firemenasia or something like that, but it sounds like a terrible word. Anyway, thank you all. I'm going to do this song, and then I'm going to stop out, and then Michaela is going to come in, and he will be as beautiful as he always is. So thank you all so much, and I hope your Sunday is everything you could ask for it to be. She used to say she was an orphan. It never was exactly the truth. It's just her mother got tired of her hanging around. So she ended up living in a home for girls. She's a straight-haired kid in a house full of curls. She's the straight-haired kid she's always hanging around. And she'd sing swing low. Sweet chariot, she is a-comin'. She gonna carry me home. For the first chance she got, she said I do. To a tall town boy, he said me too. He's honorable mention all-district quarterback. Said I'll carry you away. She left him drunk on a stool in a county line, boy going on about high school. How he was a star, she just got tired of him hanging around. Heard she'd sing swing low. Sweet chariot, she's coming, she's gonna carry me home. She got a job at the Dairy Queen, had 2 baby boys, 2 more diamond rings, and the husbands, ooh, they were brave. But she split that 1-horse town. She just got tired of all the people there's hanging around. She split that 1-horse town. now she lives outside of LA with a broke down baseball player, used to play double A, a religious man. Never drinks or swears. But she's tired of all this talk about her getting saved. Tired of all the talk of Revelation days. She's tired. Tired of him hanging around. And she'd sing Swing Low. Sweet chariot, she's coming. She's gonna carry me home. And she'd sing Swing Low. Sweet chariot, she's coming. She's gonna carry me home.
Oh my God. Everybody hit your button. We did it. That was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you for. We were happy to join again.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
We'll see you soon.
We'll see you soon.
Put us on the screen.
Put us on the screen.
That was absolutely gorgeous. Michaela Gauthier and Marco outside of Venice, Italy. Michaela has been my accompanist for many, many years, going on 2 decades of playing together. And we get to have him from Italy due to this technology that we're still figuring out. Sam Baker in West Texas, my dear friend and brother in music and recovery as we move forward in art together. Jamie Harris, working the dials, singing harmony, playing lead guitar like a pro, and answering your comments. Next week, we're going to have Slade Cleaves live and in person on the screen. So I haven't seen Slade in a while. So it's been a couple of years since I've seen my friend Slade. So please join us next week with Slade Cleaves as our guest. And I think, have I forgotten anything?
The newsletter. That was it.
What newsletter?
Your newsletter. So
My
you
newsletter?
can find out what's going on with Mary.
Oh, yeah. Please sign up for my newsletter. We are doing a pre-release now, pre-release sale of my book. And I tend to send very few emails. We send once a week to let you know who the guest is going to be on the live show, and once a month. So if you get on my newsletter, you will not be getting a lot of news or a lot of emails, but once a month or so. Doing the pre-order of the book is exciting for me because I did complete it, and it's real. I am an author, and I am going to brace myself for reviews. Everybody, y'all keep New Orleans And South Louisiana in your prayers if you're a prayer. They got 2 hurricanes in the Gulf, and it's scary for me. My mom is down there, my brother's down there, and I worry. Those 2 storms back to back could be cataclysmic for the Gulf Coast. So keep them in your thoughts, keep them in your prayers. Be nice to each other, stay safe, wear the mask. We'll see you next week with Slade Cleaves. Love to all.